EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go from Ford Field. This will be taken in at the 2. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll throw first play with Penix. To the goal line and in. Drake London. Touchdown Falcons. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for David Montgomery. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down. They face second down and 7. Goff to throw. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
So you're on the sideline, and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Throwing, Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. 10 yards the pickup there, and that'll get them a new set of downs. Here's Gibbs. And he will dive into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Ray McCloud on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now the lefty Penix on first down. To the left side in the hands of London. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. To the right, that's Pitts. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, and here's Penix. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. Goff to throw on first down. That's caught by Gibbs. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick First down.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On first down, it's Goff. He'll go right and find his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
The Lions call their first timeout, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun, it's Goff. He pulls it in around the 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
It is brought in the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Ray McLeod going to bring it out. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to go play action with Penix. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
On 2nd down, here's Penix to the outside. Catch made by London. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Penix on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down.
Really nice play design. A little misdirection to throw off the pass rush, and that's why you move the pocket. These design bootlegs are to change the launching point for the quarterback, and make these pass rushers have to chase you outside the pocket.
Throwing again, it's Penix. Now, deep ball for London. And now he loses the football. So we've reached halftime here at Ford Field, and the Lions have the lead. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Ray McLeod going to bring it out. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. On first down, it's Penix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Penix. That one is caught by Mooney. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. From the gun, on third down, here's Penix. He's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Brian Branch.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
First and 10. Now Goff. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing here is Goff. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass.
That'll be intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Atlanta. The offense trying to extend the lead, but the defense, not only the takeaway, but, Greg, the pick six, and they can tie this thing up.
Yeah, and this game has been in the balance the entire way, and now for this defense to come up with this pick six, they've got a decision to make now, finding themselves down by 1 here in the second half.
Koo able to add the extra point, and the Falcons will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Heels of the pick six. He is intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Ray McCloud. Touchdown, Falcons. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Penix now off the bootleg. The throw on the run is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. From the gun, here is Penix. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him out of bounds, but a good return to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. That's complete to McLeod. Now he's free at the 35. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 87 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On play action, Goff. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He's going to look downfield once again.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Throwing, Goff. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Penix. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. They get 16 on that connection. It's good for a Falcon 1st down. Play action. It's Penix. And that is incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Penix. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be taken down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. They'll run with Robinson. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.